Right, I'll show you where you can see me. Light's not great in here. Welcome back. So, what I'm doing today, I've got to take all this framework, this plastic out here. And then this diesel heater, I'm going to take this back panel off. Yeah, up to there, so work out the cut crawl through. I'm going to take the diesel heater out and then take this framework out here because we've got to mount some seats in here. So I'm going to have individual seats each side so we can have the crawl through. It's slightly different to others I've seen. But yeah, that's the plan. So that's the start of this week. That's what I'm doing. Week 6. And we, yeah, spooky, don't it? So yeah, so that's the start of week 6, what I'm doing. So yeah, see how we get on. It's not easy to film in this, it's a bit dark, so I'll have to pick you up a bit later, see how I got to. Right, end of the day. I've got a good bit of work today. See, got all this cleared out in here, hoovered out, all the crap. Diesel heater, pushed the button on the diesel and it's fired up, so that seems to work alright. Yeah, sorry about the flickering. That way. But yeah, you see, you get the crawl through's going to go in the middle there, and the seat's going to go other side. Sort of days out today. Took the back panel out ready. So yeah, got to for it through maybe tomorrow or the day after. Sorting out the water tank and stuff like that as well. This is all part of, got to take into account. But yeah, bits that we're doing. Because we're going to have a 400 litres roughly water tank here. And then I've got to take into account, so like a fourth floor and then the seat. And then where the crawl through is going to go through there. This is out there. Trying to sort that all out without having to take too much of the structure out of the cab and stuff. But yeah, we're getting there. Just need to, so much you have to think so far ahead with everything before you start ordering stuff and cutting stuff out and so on and so forth. So we're definitely going to get a flat tank now, 400 litres, and have like a little step up into the seating area. That's all, and it's baffled as well, whereas the other tank I was looking at wasn't baffled. So I want to weld some, get the tank, and I want to weld a couple of little plates on the chassis so I can put some bolts through the floor and bolt it down through into the chassis. That's why I'm trying to sort out the water tank. And also the crawl through, because it all comes in to the same thing. The heights of floors and stuff like that. But anyway, I won't bore you with all that. I'll show you later. But anyway, done well today, got it all sorted out, what we want to do, so just takes a bit of planning and sorting out. So tomorrow, we'll keep moving forward and keep building. So, got stinks of diesel heater in there. Yeah, so hopefully the next weekend when it dries up a bit, we can get the chassis outside and give it a blast off and then start prepping it for paint. That's the plan anyway. A little bit more welding to do underneath for all the spring holders, but that won't take too long. It's only a day's work. And apart from that, it's all done. Just need to clean a few welds up, tie them up a bit, and then yeah, start blasting and then get it in, prime it all and paint it all. Got all the paint here ready. Just waiting for the drier days so we can get outside and do it. Pick you up tomorrow and see how we get on with tomorrow. Right, welcome back. End of the week again. Been working on the crawl through, you see there. And welded up these frames. So, there you go there. So one of these is going to be fitted in the back of the lorry, and then it's going to have a lip on here. I've got a weld on yet. And then I'll have these clips that I bought, sort of like clamp it all together. There's a rubber seal goes around there as well. And then that thing clamps these two together. So these two are then clamped together with a rubber seal in between there, so it's going to be a bit bigger than that yet. And then I've got to put a reverse lip on here for the gate, like the gator, rubber seal between the box and the hub box. So trying to work that out at the moment, and also I'm just working out the way I'm going to have the rack on top of the cab sorted as well. So I'm just working on that as well to put the lights on that I want to put up there. So we're getting there. Just doing a few bits and pieces there on Saturday, tidying up and that. Most of the chassis is done. I've just got to take it off now, flip it over, do a couple of bits of welding underneath, and then yeah. But that's next week's job. So this week we got I got the chassis off the lorry yesterday. Got some out to lift that off, and now I've just been welding up all the underneath of the outriggers and the spring hangers and the rear plates. And today I'm just fabricating the supports for the bike rack that's going to be on the back. So that's where we are. So I've just been welding up these and underneath of the outriggers and the spring holders and so on and so forth. They're going there. And I've welded up the inside of the plates because I don't want no water moisture getting down behind the plates and rotting them out, so I have to seal them up a bit. The next plan is after these are done, that'll be ready for blasting. We've got a blast, all the paint's here ready to paint, and we're going to blast it back into the chassis. Oh, yeah, back into the chassis. And this is the water tank coming the other day. So that's been working out where that's going, so I can work the cut through out. So just going to blast these rusty bits here. Not too much, just there, a little bit on the diff, a little bit on that centre one there. Then give the lorry a paint, chassis a paint, give this a paint, and hopefully next time we bolt it together, it'll stay together. That is the plan. So, I'll pick you up a bit later. So, this is the bottom of the chassis. And these are going to be, well, you can see I put angle on them all, angle on there. I'm going to weld these on here, like that. Obviously the box will go that way. And I'm going to have a 60x60 box section frame, which will sit on top of the chassis here, which should sit about here. And then I've got these part of a tail lift I managed to pick up, goes up and down, so the box section will come up and over like this, and then they'll bolt on there and they'll go up and down on a winch. But that's the plan anyway, so just getting these ready. This is the last bits to weld on now. Tap them on, weld those round, and then when I turn the chassis over I can weld the backs of them. So yeah, and it caps the end of the chassis off as well, stops water getting in there. So that's so we're getting there. So I'll pick you up a bit later when it's tacked on. Welcome back. Got a quarter or a third of the way through blasting the chassis today, and the blast box decided to stop working, so I had to stop. But give you some idea. So I blasted her off, and I've just got one cut of primer on it for now, just to stop it. That's what it comes up with like when it's blasted, and then yeah. So looks right though. It's got all the crap and moving bits off of it, and the mill oil they put on it. I've got round to there, had to stop. So, try and fix a pot and then get back on with it another day. But it's wet tomorrow, so I won't be doing it tomorrow. But we're getting there slowly, so I'll pick you up in a bit. Right, a quick update today. So, can't get on outside today because the weather's horrific. So what I'm doing is started stripping all the plastic off the lorry because we want to paint it, change the colour. So see here, I've started taking the corner off. But unfortunately someone broke this before and they stuck it on with some sticky silicone or something, so I've got to try and cut that out with paint. Yeah, so we're changing the colour. So all these plastic trims, so it obviously looks like that normally. Just taking all these trims off. See here. And also, if we're going to put the rollover tube, sort of bush bar sort of tube in here, we've got to make a bracket here to come off this hinge to pick up the tube here. So we'll sort that out as well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this afternoon. It's such horrible weather, and yeah, started blasting the chassis yesterday. I said yesterday, but yeah. Pot decided to block out and then the weather started to turn, so I had to stop. Which is slightly annoying, but we'll get there. And yeah, but we decided we're going to go different colour. We have to wait and see what colour, but it's a lot better in this colour, that's what I will say. So I'll pick you up tomorrow. I'll finish stripping off these front plastic bits and see how we get on. Oh yeah, welcome back. End of week 6 I think now, so weeks are going so quick. So I haven't really got so far this week. Started stripping the cab, we're going to paint it. Taking all the plastic off and the trims off and everything. See there. If you put a few clips in, we're stripping it out. We go a different colour. Don't like this colour really. I don't think it's really in keeping with the box that's coming, and that's light grey, so on the outside. So we're gonna change the colour, and there's a few bits need repairing on it here anyway. There's a couple of little dents up there where the mirror got hit before and stuff, so I got to sort that out. We might as well do it now while I've got the chance. Tanks come. Just been placing where the tank's gonna go. So I'm gonna weld some lugs on the chassis. Obviously this is upside down at the moment. Weld some lugs on the chassis to bolt through the floor to fix the tank down, because obviously 400 litres in there, so 400 kilos. So you hit the brakes, that's going to go flying. So yeah, so it's been quite a good week. We got a bit done, got a bit of blasting, a bit of painting done, but the blast pot stopped, so I had to stop doing that. Been sorting out electrics today, so like 2 or 3 hours talking with John about electrics, where we're putting stuff, batteries ordered. So I'll show you those when we get them. The panels have all been paid for and they're coming next week. End of next week, sorry. So that's good. So I really got to crack on with the chassis soon. Get this done. Get that back on the lorry because the panel's got to go stand against the wall here for now. So yeah, and hopefully the second week of December, start building the alley frame, start building the box. That is the plan at the moment. But I think we're a couple of weeks behind, but we'll see. But I've also got to try and get this cab painted sometime before Christmas as well, because it'd be easy to paint it with no box on. I want to get the chassis back on, stand on that to paint the back half of the cab, and then get a scaffold tower to go around it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll get there eventually. I'll see you soon.